Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio are two students from Northeast Dubois High Schools. They are a member of the YAC group and also the Natural Helpers, and we'll find out a little bit about that in just a moment. First of all, welcome to the studio, Megan Lueken, and you are a senior at Northeast Dubois.
Yes,
okay?
I am.
And Paige Andrews, who is a junior at Northeast Dubois. Do either of you know what you plan to do after school?
Yes, I plan on going to WKU for elementary education.
Okay.
I do not know exactly what college I want to go yet, but I want to be a neonatal nurse.
Wow. Okay, well, good luck to both of you. That's
Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you.
February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month.
Yes.
And you two are members of YAC. What is YAC at Northeast Dubois?
YAC is a committee. It stands for Youth Advisory Committee, and it is a collection of all 4 Dubois County schools. So Forest Park, Dubois, Southridge, and Jasper, and we all get together and we talk about basic problems in our community.
Okay, so YAC is a consortium of all the other
Yes.
3 schools and Northeast Dubois. Okay.
Yes.
But Natural Helpers, each school has their own set of natural
Yes,
helpers.
each school has their own set of natural helpers, and so then they ask each natural helper if they would like to be on this committee, and then if you say yes, then you get told when the meetings are, and then you come and you just give your opinion. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk more about teen violence in a moment, but you are members of Natural Helpers without getting really confused. Natural Helpers is a organization or a group of kids that is overseen by Crisis Connection to help other kids who are in situations, right? And I know you guys do surveys that kind of let other folks in the community know how teenagers in Dubois County are thinking.
Yes.
That makes sense? Okay. Now, Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. It's right now, and this week in all the schools, activities are going on.
Yes.
Tomorrow is a special day. What is tomorrow? Well, it's Valentine's Day, but what is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is our dress up, and it's Orange for Love, and we are deciding for all of us, it's kind of in a contest for which school is able to wear the most orange, and we all take a picture, and we're going to try to see who will win, and I think it's really fun for everyone to participate and see like how strong it is. I don't know, I just think it'd be fun.
So each school, Forest Park, Southridge, Jasper, Northeast Dubois, are encouraging everybody, all the students,
Yes.
freshmen through senior,
Yes.
to wear orange of some
Yes.
sort.
Yes.
And everybody's got some kind of hunter orange, I'm sure.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yes,
Okay,
especially
all right.
at Dubois. I mean, it's a big hunting
It's a big
school.
thing, so they should have plenty of orange. So you're going to count how many orange there is, or like percent of the school?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
a plan. We haven't really, I mean, even today, I know it's tomorrow, but we still haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do. But we're going to take a picture and just try to show everybody that our community is there for them.
And
That's
the
main
whole idea is to get people to think about teen dating violence.
Exactly.
And a lot of times you're in high school or you're out in the community and you think in our little town, in our small school, we don't have problems like this, but there are problems like that.
Exactly.
What is teen dating violence? What's the low that it can be, and what's the worst it can be?
I think the low is probably just verbal and emotional, where they're just fighting and they're just trying to put you down verbally.
Okay.
And then probably the highest would be physically, where they are like punching you and hitting you and like physically hurting you.
Does it really happen? Does dating go that far?
I mean, we've definitely had situations where it has.
So if you're a teenager, and you guys have been kind of trained in this, so you somewhat know what to do, but if somebody watching wouldn't know what to do, if you know of someone who's being abused, maybe just as simple as they're being put down all the time verbally by their boyfriend or girlfriend, okay? Because it can happen boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or if they're being physically abused, which is really bad and sometimes pretty obvious. What would you do as a teenager if you saw that?
Okay, I would recommend let's say Megan would be in a relationship and she was getting put down all the time and was very upset, I would recommend for me, her friend, even if not, just to check up on her, see how she is doing, make sure everything's okay, and if it still ends up to get worse, I would go to our social worker, which would be Paige, talk to her, see if there would be anything that we could work on, and then she would go from there and see, depending on the situation, talk with the students and make sure everything's okay.
A lot of times you hear in abuse situations, the idea is to stop that cycle. Because if that dating situation continues beyond high school, goes into college, or goes into their later life, that probably just keeps continuing and getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
You want to stop that quick.
Exactly.
That would be kind of a weird position to be in, but I guess you have to step forward.
Exactly. I mean, if it's one of your friends and you see them, you want to do what's best for them. And I know, like, they may get upset about it right away, and they may think that you're doing this on purpose and to hurt them, but you know, later in life they'll thank you and they'll be happy that you stood up for them because you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart.
Now, is this something that you hear about more, or is it something you see? Probably hear more.
I would say hear more than see. But I mean, sometimes you do see, I think you see more of the verbal abuse than of the physical abuse.
Yeah.
Because I think that they would do that more of like behind the door scene, and they would do like the verbal more outspoken in front of people.
Which to me is the opposite of what you should do. If you're dating someone, you always want to make them feel good and to everybody. But I guess you get to a point in your relationship where you just want to control them.
Yeah.
And that's where it becomes abuse.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month in all the high schools. Are there other activities that are going on, or really just tomorrow's Orange for Love Day?
Yeah. Well, we have made posters and we have put them all over the walls in our school, and a lot of the posters are, like, they give examples of what a healthy relationship are, and then examples of what an abusive relationship is. And then we have some that are, like, it gives lists of who you can contact, like it gives Crisis Connections number, it gives you a list of natural helpers you can talk to. It tells you can talk to Paige, which is our social worker at school. So, like, it's just a lot of posters who are, like, giving you facts about, you know, 1 in 3 high schoolers are getting abused every day. And so it just gives you a lot of knowledge of what a healthy and non-healthy relationship is.
Now, if you're in a relationship, you obviously at some points are going to argue, because that's just natural in what happens. What's the difference between having an argument with your boyfriend or girlfriend and it being abuse?
I think an argument is something that is misunderstood between you guys. I feel like an argument you can overcome a lot easier just by talking it out and asking, you know, is there anything that I could fix or what to work on? And I feel like if it's physical, or wait, what would you say?
Or if it's the difference between arguing and it actually being abuse.
And I think the abuse would be if it's, like you said earlier, more controlling, and if you don't do like what I say, or if you go do this, that it would become, I told you so, like, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the abuse has to do with the other person trying to put you down and trying to say mean things. Like in an argument, you're trying to get something accomplished. You're trying to, you know, he was right, I'm wrong, like, you know, we're fine. But abuse is just saying, like, I'm the dominant one, I am.
You have to do what I say because I'm in charge. Okay. Well, ladies, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
good luck with the YAC group. Now, you're almost done with yours, but I guess you're going to continue then
Yes.
next year. And really, Natural Helpers is a wonderful program within all the high schools through Crisis Connection. And if you suspect somebody is being abused, even just verbal, obviously if it's physical, that would be something that would be really important to make sure that you contact somebody to see if you can't get them help. Ladies, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Our guests have been Paige Andrews, she is a junior at Northeast Dubois High School, and Megan Lueken, she is a senior at Northeast Dubois High School. Thanks to both of you. Thank you for watching WJTS. We are local people watching local people.